Hey, welcome in. Well, I don't know if you were aware of this, but apparently, white women invented wanting to be safe. That's right, nobody in history ever cared about that or cares about that now. It's only white women, apparently. Oh, and they did it because they're racist, right? So, I mean, that's the answer to everything now, isn't it? And how do we know this? Well, a leftist lunatic told us so. But, of course, this is the logical trajectory for everything woke. You know, when you see everything through the lens of race, and when you need to be perpetually offended and keep finding new things to be offended by, and you have to keep coming up with new things to get attention, of course. And when you know the answer to every question before you've heard the question, the answer is racism, by the way. I mean, it really makes it quite easy, doesn't it, to say insane things that make absolutely no sense. I mean, the great thing about modern leftism is you can just make stuff up. And if anyone ever questions it, you get to call them racist. I mean, it's worked great so far. I wonder if that's going to last forever. I wonder. Anyway, here's the headline. Leftist female prof rips America for structures built around white women, geared for feeling safe in society. So, of course, this is another professor, somebody entrusted to teach young people, of course. But anyway, speaking in an interview, CUNY professor and author Jesse Daniels, whose latest book is titled Nice White Ladies, The Truth About, you guessed it, white supremacy, our role in it, and how we can dismantle it. And this book ripped the structures built around white women that are geared for our comfort, our reassurance, our, feeling safe in society. What, like police? I guess she must be a defund the police type. I really think that reimagining our society in a way that doesn't center our comfort is really important. Now, you'll note that this woman is a CUNY professor, and she doesn't make minimum wage working at Walmart. So then you might think to yourself, well, maybe she should talk about her own comfort and nobody else's. So this is essentially another well-to-do leftist who wants other people to suffer for her own guilt. And that's really what it comes down to. Oh, and all the right people will like her virtue signaling or public virtue signaling. Let's see. Daniels was interviewed by Allison Harbin, who recently noted, Megan Thee Stallion's song, Thought Shit, is the thought leadership we all need and deserve right now. Okay, let's take a look at this. So let's see, these are the lyrics to that song. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thought shit. And thought stands for that hoe over there, I believe. Post me a pic, finna make me a profit. When the liquor hit, then a bitch get toxic. Let's see if it gets any better here. Missionary or doggy style, I'm a top shit. Pussy ass N-word hating on me from the closet. Hoes trying to call me a snake, blah, 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 cause a bitch spit a whole lot of venom. So, we should take these people very seriously, very seriously indeed. I mean, if that's not the thought leadership we all need, well, what is? Oh, literally anything else. How about that? I mean, these people are impossible to take seriously. They are idiots. Absolutely shameless morons. Anyway, I digress. So what else did she say in her book? That the book was a roadmap for undoing white womanhood and the destructiveness it causes. So, I mean, white womanhood, as if she is everybody that has the same skin tone as her. These people, they cannot have thought. I mean, she's saying that there is such a thing as white womanhood. It just, everybody is just a faceless cog in this machine of white womanhood. It's absurd. Have these people interrogated their ideas at all? You know the answer to that. Of course not. What's more important is saying the right things at the right dinner parties and in the right interviews as well. Let's see. I feel like that's exactly the place where my book makes a contribution, is that we've got to learn to look at white women through a more complex, more nuanced, more intersectional lens. So by more complex, more nuanced, just assume that they're all the same thing. Every single one. right? So that counts as more complex and nuanced to the modern left, apparently. Anyway, that sure, there are ways that we as women, as people who are queer, I identify as a lesbian, of course you do, are targeted. And like we experience misogyny, we experience homophobia, all that stuff. And so we're part of the system that benefits. First off, I don't believe that you're targeted. I think you're just lying now. You're just lying for attention and to give yourself some false credibility. I mean, how much misogyny and homophobia do you think that she really experiences at CUNY? My guess is 0. My guess is that as a lesbian at CUNY, that is a major advantage for her. And when she talks about comfort, she's not really talking about her comfort, is she? She's not, because, where she lives, there's going to be police around. She doesn't want the police defunded where she lives, obviously, right? She's not really talking about her comfort. She's not showing solidarity, right, with all the white women in the world. In fact, she doesn't care about them, and she's very happy to throw them all under the bus so that she can virtue signal and get interviews like this one, so that she can display to everyone, to all the right people, what an out-of-touch, delusional imbecile that she is. I hope I'm not being too harsh there, right? Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you just like to listen, there's the podcast, Radio Baloney. It's on pretty much every platform. If you look for it, you will find it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.